This year's jam-packed festival begins on February 28th, yes February, and goes all the way until May 27th. Here at Epcot today for the 2024 Flower and Garden Festival. Have some big changes coming for this year. No new food booths, kind of. I'll explain here in a little bit. A ton of beverages, drinks, a lot of new stuff on the menus this year. New topiary, and of course, the biggest thing of all is that it's shortened this year, but we'll get into that here in a little bit, but welcome. So we will be diving into a lot of the things this year before the festival starts. First things first, everybody. Park opens up here at 9 a.m. We have about 10 minutes until it opens, and then we'll head on in. All right, let the early morning chaos begin. Everybody here is rope dropping rides though. Not us today, not us. Really, that's one of the benefits of being an annual pass holder and a local. I don't have to do this anymore. I can kind of come whenever I want and do things at our own pace, you know? Most people that walk this way past Connections Cafe and by Creation Shop, they usually turn left and go straight down a test track, or if you got an early morning boarding queue for Guardians of the Galaxy, you head that way as well. But so yeah, a lot of people are going that way. Oh, what is this? I think I see our first update. Hang on. Not a new food booth, but new locations. So make sure when you guys come, you check the map and check all the locations, because things do change from year to year for all these festivals, you know? Disney keeps people on their toes. But here, check this out. These have to be booth locations, right? Because you got the plate up there, what appears to be a menu. You can look beforehand. Definitely happy to see Disney utilize the space back here, because it was kind of, I mean, seating is good, don't get me wrong, but it's just a lot of seating and landscaping here at this new area of Epcot World Celebration. But it is nice to see some extra stuff here to kind of bring people in and divvy them up throughout the park, you know? It's definitely not a food booth location. There'll definitely be some sort of merchandising opportunities here, because they do have doors on all four sides, and usually the food booths aren't like that. They don't have the roll-up doors all the way on all the sides. All right, hold up. Not flower and garden related by any means, but some construction updates. They are still actively working on this building. I forget the name of it, but this will be the building pretty much where all the meet and greets for characters will wind up being. So everybody will be placed in this building right back here. I honestly really just can't wait until all of the construction is done here at Epcot. We're close. We're definitely very close, but still a long ways to go, I feel like, you know? As we are making our way on further down into Epcot, let's talk about what arguably is the biggest change for this year's Festival of the Arts. And that, my friends, is the length of it. It used to be a really long festival that lasts until pretty much 4th of July, starting like March 1st, like it is this year. Long time. It's shortened. It is 36 days shorter this year. But like I said, it usually goes until 4th of July, which makes you think, is Disney bringing a 5th festival here this year? Probably not. Maybe next year could be an option for a bridge between food and wine and a bridge between food and wine and flower and garden. Or could they be expanding food and wine by a lot? And hopefully if that's the route they go, more food booths. But I like the 5th festival option personally. I would love to see that. I don't have any opinions or ideas of what it could be at this time, but I would love to see that. Hey, comment down below, what would you like to see? A 5th festival or an expanded food and wine festival? You already know what I think, but let me know your thoughts down below. Another staple of flower and garden, it's usually just all grass right there. All the flowers, so I kind of want to walk around that way. Oh, we have a new spot for Goofy. I just seen right there. Let's go get a closer look. As we're heading on back, I totally missed this before because I was vlogging. But all the walls around this area here are down. This is where the Disney 100 statues and everything were, and had walls around it. Oh, did they fill? They did. Okay, interesting. So they had the walls up here because they were, there used to be a sidewalk right here, and they filled the whole thing now with flowers. Nice colors too. I love the colors. Huh. I don't know. I kind of liked how there was a little sidewalk there, and you can put stuff like they did to take photo op opportunities. Kind of get behind, you know, statue or a topiary and kind of be in it with them. I really don't know why they filled the concrete in, or I don't know why they took the concrete out and just put landscaping in. You know, when Disney puts these flowers in, I absolutely love it. It's such a subtle and simple touch, but I love the patterns, I love the colors that they use. It's flower and garden season, everybody. Hey, check this out. They changed the location of Goofy this year. I love it. All right, so do you remember when I said there's technically not a new food booth this year, with an exception, a little asterisk? Remember that? This is my asterisk. It's World Showcase, making its first festival debut for Flower and Garden. First time ever in its history. But this has been around since Disney 100 debuted during Food and Wine last year, so it's been around. So as we make our way on into the World Showcase here in Canada first, yes, today I'm going Canada first, not Mexico, because there's some updates over here that I want to show you guys. So here in Canada, our friends to the north, but at Epcot, the pavilion on the right. Here in Canada, the popcorn bucket, not popcorn bucket, the popcorn cart is getting a little overhaul, and they'll be selling some exclusive drinks. It's a peach drink that they'll be doing in this popcorn cart. And then in the UK, the drink cart is getting an overhaul for the festival, and they'll be selling some exclusive stuff there for the first time. So technically a new booth and technically new snack carts, but they're not, you know, brand new, completely new booths. You know what I mean? And I just want to highlight, if you're not too familiar, the scaffolding is down on this building. It was up for the longest time. I'm assuming they were doing some kind of tuck pointing and making sure that all the bricks and everything, stone, stays put. That's my guess. But I love this area. This is a beautiful area. Underappreciated for sure here at Epcot. Let's go up there real quick. It's been a while. Just gonna kind of keep this rolling a little bit. It's not too often that I showcase this on the vlog. Looks to be a little bit busy here this morning as well up here. You get a nice overlook of a waterfall. I love this area. And ladies and gentlemen, here's the waterfall I was talking about. Breathtaking. Breathtaking. It is nice. And if you did not know, Canada Far and Wide, there is a show down there as well. Have not done that before. We have not done that. And my friends, today is not the day. Today's not the day. I almost said food and wine. Flower and garden today. All about flower and garden. So let's get back to it, shall we? And if you're wondering why I put pictures up for the popcorn cart and beer cart, it's because it's not even 10 a.m. yet and they're closed currently. So not much to show you if they're closed, so I put the pictures up to give you a little glimpse of what they look like. All right, we have made our way on over in the UK, and we have our friends Captain Hook, Peter Pan in their usual spots. They are back this year. I love the topiaries. Love the topiaries. Also in the UK, we have our familiar friends Tigger, Eeyore, and Piglet. They are back again, which only means that Rabbit and Winnie the Pooh are also back in their usual spots. That one's my favorite. Oh, we have Alice out this morning. Hello, Alice. Not too long of a line either right now. But also, I believe this topiary is in a different spot than she was last year. I don't remember. But you also have Tinkerbell in the UK as well. Lots of topiaries in the UK. And speaking of topiaries, as we head on over to France right now, I wanted to point out that there is a new topiary, like I said, and that will be GROOT. Actually, I take that back. There are two new topiaries. So remember how last year in the front, right when you enter Epcot, you had Luisa, Isabella, Mirabelle, and Antonia from Encanto? Well, this year is going to be focused on Disney Wish. Asha, I'm assuming Valentino the Lamb will also be there, and a few others. So those will be brand new this year, right at the front of Epcot. And if you are like me, I thoroughly enjoyed finding all the topiaries. Now, don't quote me, I think I saw this on like the Disney Parks blog. I forget where I saw it, so I don't know if it's 100%, but I believe there's like over 75, or around 75 topiaries here at Epcot for the festival, which is nuts. Insane. Well, I guess if you include like if you include Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, there's 8 right there. So I can kind of see how, if you get a bunch of characters involved in one area, how that can add up pretty quickly. But still, 70, 80 something topiaries, nuts. And I'm sure there's a ton of preparation that goes into making those. So shout out to the Disney cast members and all those associated with Flower and Garden. You guys are rock stars. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to address the elephant in the room in case you are a reoccurring viewer on our channel here. It's just myself today. All right, I usually don't do this, but we're heading on into Morocco, and right by their bathrooms here, you have this beautiful tree. I love the vibrancy of the colors. Camera doesn't really do it justice. It really doesn't. If you clicked on this video for the food booth items, hang with me, because at the end of this, I'll kind of sit down. I need a screen in front of me to be able to read and highlight all the new menu items and drink items that they have at each booth. So stay with me, I will get to those in a little bit, but right now we're just enjoying the views in Japan. Love this area. All right, so as we head on into America Pavilion, just to my left over here is America Gardens Theater. And if you've been to a Epcot festival before, then you will know that this area at night, they host exclusive concerts that are themed around whatever event is going on. It is here right behind me for Festival of the Holidays. You can see the Candlelight Processional. No different for Flower and Garden, where you can see the Garden Rocks concert series. And if you're lucky too, you can get a dining package where you can either dine for lunch or dinner, and then you get special seating up front, or you can stay in the standby line, but I don't recommend doing that because you can wait for hours if there's somebody well-renowned that comes here, because Disney does bring in some pretty big name people. And then right back over here, or at least last year, you can find Tiana. She made her debut last year in 2023, and she'll be back in 2024. All right, we have made our way on in over to Italy, and you have some more topiary friends that are usually here. Lady and the Tramp. I don't know, comment down below. I think they still have one of the most iconic Disney scenes. There's a lot, but Lady and the Tramp is one of them. With the spaghetti scene, you know what I'm talking about. Had to walk down here and appreciate the lagoon. It's not stroller friendly, my friends. All right, so now we are approaching a little German town. Not this one, this one. And since you know that we are here in this German town, Snow White does her meet and greets here as a character. Speaking of a Snow White character meet and greet, we have the lovely Snow White right there. That is her usual meet and greet spot right here, pretty much on the outpost side of Germany. And you can only imagine that her topiary is here as well, so let's take a look. There she is with Dopey right now. It's a classic. It's a classic topiary. Nothing here ever has to change. We got one more stop that I want to highlight topiaries at. Again, not a new one, but it's in Norway. It'll be Anna and Elsa. Sorry, there's like a family in front of me that like waved, was like excited. I thought Mulan was meeting outside. I'm in China right now. But yes, anyways, something tells me this line that is up there is not for the topiary, the Anna and Elsa topiary. I just think Frozen Ever After is currently that long. They are in a new location this year. If I can't get a good glimpse, I'll just put in some old footage. But they are in a new location. I'll show that kind of right now, the general area. All right, so you have China, the entrance to China right there. You have Akershus right here, this building, the Viking building, and then right around the corner there is the entrance to Frozen Ever After. And in this general area, you will find my friends Anna and Elsa. Kind of curious right now to see how long this wait time is at the moment. I know I can check on my phone, but I kind of want to get a visual cue for you guys. I am so sorry, that big line in front of the topiary was for Akershus, the Royal Banquet Hall, character dining. The line is not too bad, but it's still a 95-minute wait. Nope, I apologize again, I'm sorry. That is for Frozen Ever After. They're separating the line so they can have guests enter Akershus. My apologies. So if you're not a fan of the topiaries, I apologize. That it should be my last topiary that I highlight here on the channel. I'm gonna kind of head back to World Celebration, see how long Test Track is. I kind of want to go on Test Track right now, or today at some point, while I'm here without the kiddos. So we'll see. And then as promised, I will go over the menu items as well. So maybe I'll go to World Celebration, sit down, and then do Test Track. Kind of like that plan. Let's do that plan. This is different this year. They usually have Simba and the Lion King, Rafiki here, I believe. They just have a giant pots right now. So they must be somewhere else over there. I'm sorry, my friends. One more topiary update. They changed the location of Toy Story. Let's go take a look. Yep, so right in front of the Imagination Pavilion a little bit, you can find Bo Peep, Woody, in this spot this year. That's a good spot because you can kind of get the monorail coming right behind it if you time it perfectly. I like this spot. Yeah, I don't see anything where they used to be right down there. This is a good spot. Carrie, this one's for you. I've been trying to get Carrie to come to Epcot and work from home. I just think, how cool would that be to be able to just come to Epcot or any Disney park or resort and just pop open your laptop and get going and take calls or conference calls or whatnot. She works from home 5 days a week, so she has that flexibility. But I mean, look at this. Great opportunity, Carrie, you're missing out. Okay, let's talk about some food and beverage options, shall we? Now, I'm just gonna kind of quickly read and highlight what booth it is and what items are new. I'll throw in some pictures, but I'm not gonna be able to get every single food item picture, but I'm gonna try to highlight across the board new food items for this festival and new beverage items for this festival. Actually, even better, I think I'll just put them right here for you, and I'll screenshot or video record my screen. I'll just kind of highlight what is new, so that way you can pause it real quickly. It has a name, it has a description of it, easily for you, so if you want to kind of look at it on your own, you have that right here. All right, so I have the Disney Parks blog popped up, so it's from Disney directly, so you know the information here is credible, or is a credible source. So the Honey Bistro coming back again this year. You have food items, chicken and waffles, honey glazed cauliflower. I'm sorry, this is what's new. Scratch that. What is new at Honey Bistro? I was getting excited for all the food. I'm getting hungry right now. It's almost lunchtime. But anyways, new this year at Honey Bistro, honey glazed cauliflower. That is new. Beverage-wise, Copper Point Brewing, Bee Squeeze Blonde Ale. That is brand new. Pineapple Promenade. Only beverages that are new here. Let's see here. Copper Point Brewing Company, Tropical Hibiscus Blonde Ale. Wicked Weed Brewing, Hazy IPA. I'm not an IPA guy. Comment down below if you are. Let me know if you like it. I will not be trying that one. Florida Fresh, new this year, grilled warm lobster tail with key lime butter. That sounds delicious. Also new is the pork belly, ham, Swiss cheese, pickles, and ground mustard sauce. That is new this year as well. I didn't pronounce the first part of that because I know I'm gonna butcher it. So, carrying on, Swirled Showcase, new for the first time at Swirled Showcase. Like again, we covered that earlier, so we'll keep that aside. But new for Swirled Showcase, strawberry basil sorbet and a waffle cone, liquid nitro honey mascarpone cheesecake with fresh honey. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. If you know Carrie and I, you know our family, we love desserts. Huge sweet tooth. So I'm happy there's some dessert options here. Let's see, where am I? Beverages, let's see, where am I? Swirled Showcase beverages, vanilla soft serve with cantaloupe liqueur. I don't know why I'm trying to be fancy. Liquor. All right, everybody, Mark from the future here. I'm currently editing the vlog, and no joke, I have like another 9 minutes of me just talking about all the food items. So I'm gonna cut it here and cut it short. If you are curious as to the entire list, which there is a lot, and a lot of drinks. There's a lot of drinks, a lot of new food items. There's a ton. If you are interested, just Google Disney Parks blog, Flower and Garden 2024, something along those lines. It definitely is Disney Parks blog, so make sure you find that in a link for the full list. But no new food booths, like I said, but a ton of new food and a ton of new drinks this year. Now we will resume to where we picked up at. Man, I feel like I need to get a drink of water. My mouth is dry from all this talking. My camera's rolling for like 7 minutes, so I don't know if I'm going to keep all of this in or not. Oh, thank God. That's the end of the food booth new list. Like I said, a ton of new stuff. And it doesn't help they got some construction behind me, but that was my fault. I picked this spot. But now to cap this off, I kind of want to go on a ride while I am here. So I'm gonna take a look at the wait times right now, and I'll let you know here in a second. Test Track right now is a 90-minute wait. I'm not gonna wait in a 90-minute line, but I do know they have a single rider line. So I'm gonna go there, see how long a single rider line is, and I'll let you know if you ride it or not. And on our way over there, Pluto's doing some meet and greets right now. They just walked away from the main area into that little private area. So maybe that child was kind of getting shy or had a little, or was scared. So props to Disney for taking care of the kiddos for meet and greets. A little windy over here. You know, I just saw a lot of people go into the single rider line. If this is where a single rider stops, I'm gonna turn back around because this is a long line. Yep, I'm heading home. Yep, when the single rider line goes out, or pretty much to the door, and it's a 90-minute wait and Lightning Lane is still pouring in, I'm gonna be waiting in that single rider line for quite some time. So I opted to not do it this time. Hope you guys can understand. Would any of you guys wait in a Starbucks line that is this long? That is nuts. It goes beyond the queue. The line starts right here. Crazy. Well, everybody, let's say bye to Epcot. In your case, let's say hello to Epcot International Festival of Flower and Garden 2024. Right around the corner. Let us know if you guys are coming to this year's festival. It's shortened, but it's still going for a long, long time. There's still a line to get into that park today. I'm leaving. Everybody else is coming on in. This is a beautiful sight to see. The sun is fully out right now at the moment. I love it. I love it. But hey, as we head on out of here, let us know what your favorite festival is. Is it Flower and Garden? Is it Festival of the Arts? Food and Wine? Festival of the Holidays? And there could be a 5th festival. I hope there is. I really do. I hope there's another festival. The Food and Wine and Flower and Garden seem to drag on forever in years past. I kind of like the little shorten and kind of keep things fresh. And also, what are you looking forward to the most when you come to Flower and Garden? So the Topiaries? Is it the food booths? Is it the concert? There's definitely a lot to offer this year. Definitely a lot of new options, beverage-wise, food-wise. Again, no new booths, technically, this year, but that'll be it. Hope you enjoyed this first look at 2024 Flower and Garden Festival. Again, let us know if you'll be here. We live here. We'll be here a lot. And hey, we appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much. If you're new, make sure to hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, all that jazz. I hate saying it, I really do, but it does help the channel out a lot. But until next time, we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.